story starts in 1940. World War II is going on, and gunshots are ringing out everywhere. We see an American Marine captain named Allison in the Pacific Ocean. His group gets attacked by Japanese soldiers, and Allison somehow manages to escape and reach a rubber raft. He drifts at sea for several days, all alone. Then, he spots an island. Seeing this, he quickly paddles his raft towards the island, reaches the shore, and pulls the raft aside. He starts looking around for help, but all he sees are trees, plants, and rocks. Then his eyes catch sight of a church. When Allison goes there, he sees a Catholic nun coming out of the church. Her name is Angela. Angela gets scared when she sees Allison, but Allison says, "Don't be afraid, I'm American. You have nothing to worry about from me." He asks Angela, "How many people live here?" She replies, "I live here alone." Hearing this, Allison can't believe it. Angela then takes Allison to her place and she gives him food. Allison asks her, "Why are you living here all alone?" Angela says, "I came to this island with a pastor. We were supposed to help some elderly pastors escape from the Japanese soldiers. But by the time we got here, the Japanese had already taken over the island and captured those pastors. Seeing the war situation, we decided to hide here for a few days. But after a few days, the pastor I came with fell ill and passed away. Since then, I've been living here alone. People thought the Japanese soldiers had caught me too, so no one came to rescue me." Allison also shares his story with her. He says he's a Marine. Their group was attacked by Japanese soldiers, and he somehow managed to escape and make it here. After that, Allison rests for a while. When he gets up, he sees Angela lighting a candle and praying to God, asking for guidance. Then the two of them head out to find some food. Allison climbs a tree, breaks off coconuts and fruit, and hands them down to Angela. But Allison needs protein. He needs something else to eat. Then he sees a turtle in the sea. Seeing this, he grabs a rope and some wood and sits on the raft. Angela sits with him, and together they head towards the turtle. But catching the turtle isn't easy for Allison. He falls into the sea while trying. However, with Angela's help, he manages to catch the turtle and get back onto the raft. After that, Allison returns to the island, cooks the turtle, and eats it. He tells Angela, "We have everything we need on this island. Even if no one comes to save us, we can still survive." Angela asks him, "Who all are there in your family?" Allison says, "I'm an orphan. I lived in an orphanage for 14 years. After finishing my studies, I decided to join the army because I wanted to do something for my country." Angela also shares, "I'm an orphan too. I have a lot of faith in God, so I decided to become a nun. It brings me a lot of happiness, and I want to guide people on the right path." Allison and Angela are quite different from each other. Angela is very calm and composed. She trusts God a lot and prays regularly. Meanwhile, Allison doesn't have much faith in God and has a bit of a tough personality. The next day, Allison and Angela see Japanese fighter planes in the sky. Seeing this, Allison hides with Angela because if they were spotted, their lives could be in danger. Allison tells Angela they should stay hidden for a few days. He says he saw a cave where it would be safe to stay. Angela agrees, so she stays with Allison. They go into the cave and stay there all day. The next morning, they hear the loud sound of bombs. Allison peeks out of the cave and sees Japanese planes bombing the island fiercely. Seeing this, Angela gets very scared and starts praying. Allison comforts her and tries to calm her down. After a while, when the planes leave, they come out of the cave. They see destruction everywhere. Their house and the church are completely destroyed. Just then, a group of Japanese soldiers arrives. They come to the island to set up a camp and destroy the raft that Allison used to get here. Seeing this, Allison and Angela are forced to hide in the cave again. Japanese soldiers are roaming around them. Seeing this, Allison becomes alert and tells Angela to leave while he stands ready with a knife. But the soldiers don't enter the cave and eventually leave. Here, Angela tells Allison that she'll surrender herself to the Japanese soldiers, hoping that they won't harm a nun like her. "You'll get a chance to escape from here." She also says that we don't have any food left. But Allison doesn't listen to her and says we can't take that risk. They could do anything to you. We have to stay hidden right here. In the evening, Allison comes out of the cave. He sees that the Japanese soldiers have set up several camps. Avoiding them, he goes to the other side to fish, but some Japanese soldiers spot him. So Allison pretends to be dead. Seeing that, they don't get suspicious and leave. After that, Allison catches some fish and comes back to the cave, starting to eat fish with Angela. But Angela stopped eating fish after becoming a nun. Still, there's nothing else to eat here, so she's forced to eat the fish. The raw fish doesn't sit well with her, and she ends up throwing up. Then Angela goes to sleep without eating anything. A little while later, when Angela is asleep, Allison sneaks out of the cave and starts watching the Japanese soldiers' activities. He blackens his face so no one can recognize him properly. Whenever he gets the chance, he quietly sneaks into their camp and starts stuffing food into a bag. Just then, a soldier shows up, so Allison has to stay hidden and keep quiet. He doesn't get a chance to run away, and things get really dangerous, forcing him to stay there all night. The next morning, when all the Japanese soldiers are busy training outside the camp, Allison slowly slips out with the bag without being seen and hides somewhere. Meanwhile, when Angela wakes up, she doesn't find Allison in the cave. Seeing this, she gets worried and thinks like Allison got hurt, and she starts crying. Meanwhile, Allison manages to escape the Japanese soldiers and comes back to the cave. Angela is super happy to see him safe. Allison tells her he went to the camp to get some food, but Angela gets mad at him. She says, "You left without telling me, and I was really scared." Allison promises, "I won't do that again next time." The next day, Allison gives Angela a flower and a comb as gifts. Seeing this, Angela feels happy. He then asks her, "Would you leave your life like a nun's and don't want to live a normal life?" Angela explains that she hasn't taken her final vow yet, and it usually takes 5 years to become a nun so that anyone can make the right decision. She's still not completely sure about it. Actually, Allison is starting to like Angela, so he doesn't want her to become a nun for good. Just then, they hear noises outside and see Japanese soldiers leaving the island, which makes both of them really happy. Now, with the stuff left behind in the Japanese camp, they won't have any trouble finding food or drink. She wouldn't stay. After that, Allison tells Angela that he's been very lonely since childhood. He's been through a lot of hardships, but now he wants to be happy with her and says, "I've started loving you. That's why I want you to change your mind about becoming a nun and marry me once the war is over." Hearing this, Angela is shocked and says she has dedicated herself to God and can't live with anyone else by betraying her faith. Allison feels very sad, but tells her, "If I hurt you, please forgive me." At night, after they both finish eating, they sit together. Then Allison finds a bottle of Japanese liquor and drinks too much. Drunk, he starts saying Angela's promises are pointless and claims that they're trapped on this island like Adam and Eve. Hearing this, Angela gets upset, runs into the rain towards the forest, and falls asleep there in the cold. Allison looks for her, but can't find her. The next morning, he finds her unconscious. Allison picks Angela up in his arms and carries her back to the camp. Just then, he sees the Japanese soldiers have returned. So, he takes Angela and goes into the cave, where her condition worsens. Then Allison risks his life by sneaking into the Japanese camp to steal blankets and medicine. But a soldier spots him, and to escape, Allison stabs him and hides the body. Back at the cave, he quickly changes Angela's wet clothes, gives her medicine, and for the first time, he prays himself. The next morning, when Angela wakes up, she asks who changed her clothes. Allison tells her that seeing her condition, he did it himself. He had changed. He apologized again and said that everything he said yesterday was said under the influence. Angela forgave him. Just then, they heard a bomb explosion outside. When Allison went out to check, he found out that Japanese soldiers had bombed the island again because he had killed one of their soldiers. They had found out about it. So now, they're searching everywhere to kill Allison. When Allison told Angela that a soldier saw him when he went to get a blanket and he had to kill him in self-defense, she feels really sad and asks God for forgiveness. Meanwhile, some Japanese soldiers come near the cave searching for someone. One of them says, "If anyone's inside, come out, or we'll throw grenades in." Now, Allison and Angela have only two options, either surrender or die from the grenades. Both get extremely scared. Angela starts praying. They feel like their death is certain. Just then, a heavy bombing starts outside, and the Japanese soldiers there begin shouting loudly. That's when Allison realizes the American Navy has started bombing the island. Allison and Angela come out of the cave and see American planes bombing the Japanese soldiers. Seeing this, both of them feel happy. Allison says the American soldiers won't have an easy landing because the Japanese brought 4 cannons and have set them up well on the island. So, I need to disable those cannons. Allison tells Angela that even God wants him to help the American soldiers. Angela lets him go. Allison steps out of the cave. He steps out and sees that most of the Japanese soldiers have been killed. Dodging bombs, he runs and starts disabling the cannons one by one. During this, he gets injured from the bombing, but he doesn't stop. Somehow, he manages to disable all the cannons, saving the lives of many American soldiers. After that, the US Navy stops the bombing, and Angela comes out of the cave. Seeing Allison injured, she starts treating him. Allison tells Angela that now it's time for them to part ways, and maybe they'll never meet again. Hearing this, Angela says, "Even if I can't spend my life with you, you'll always be close to my heart." Then, the American Navy lands on the island and raises their flag. When the Navy captain sees Allison alive, he's shocked because he thought Allison was dead. They start carrying Allison on a stretcher. Angela follows right behind. Allison never pressured Angela about her feelings and fully respected her decision to become a nun. And Angela understands Allison too. This movie teaches us that true love isn't just about being together. Sometimes, hearts stay connected even when you're apart. And that's how the film ends. Friends, if you were in Allison's place, would you risk your life for your country? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks a lot for watching the video till the end. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any upcoming videos. See you in the next one. Till then, bye-bye.